Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm starting these Cancer Chronicles in hospital. You're going to go straight to a shot of my breakfast. I left off last in the stories of my cancer life in hospital for getting a steroid treatment for arthritis because I had a pinky that just would not bend. You can see I'm at home and I'm bending that pinky again. So spoiler alert, we've got there in the end. It has been a process. I'll keep updating you on it. But yeah, this is the video of day 2 for me in hospital. I need to spend 3 days, 2 nights there. I was in a bedroom with 4 people, which was a little bit disappointing given that I was at a private hospital and probably would have really appreciated my privacy more. However, I got through it. But one of the good things was because I wasn't so ill, I asked to go out for a walk, so I spent a few hours exploring Brisbane. Once I had finished getting that steroid treatment, I got my blood sugar levels tested, and then I went out and about. Breakfast. I've got hair products, so my hair's probably going to go frizzy. I'll update you on my night later on. It was long and not much sleep. Oh yeah, and I'm getting the infusion, which is only half an hour. I've been here all day just for that. Got a no-dough donut, and I thought, oh, I'll save money and not get a drink since I've got some nice tea bags back at the hospital. But then I'm like, do I really want to go back and eat this at the hospital? So I don't know. But then it started to rain, so maybe I do. Well, it's just spitting. But anyway, it's been a really pleasant morning out. See, still a little bit of recovery from the cyclone. The water's a bit murky in there. I guess it needs cleaning. Raining again. Okay, well, I had to find a seat because it started raining, and so now that I'm here, I'll see if this donut is going to be nice to eat without a drink with it, but it looks pretty special. It's not very sweet, which is good. But yes, I think it would definitely taste better with a drink. So I'm going to try some of the cream. Hopefully that caramel all doesn't fall out everywhere. Right. I definitely want to do this properly and enjoy it to the full. Have I got stuff on me? That is a very, very good donut. Yeah, I want to enjoy it fully. It actually will go really well with a chai, which is really can't believe I didn't get it, my drink. So this is my hospital experience last night in the 4-bedroom. The ladies were really quiet compared to last time when I had that lady that was like moaning and crying and yelling out and talking all the time and flipping and everything. So at least I had considerate roommates, but it's just 4 sick people being in a room. Not that I'm sick, 3 other sick people really, and I'm just there for the ride. It just seems ridiculous for me to be in hospital because it takes half an hour to do the IV steroids and then the flush, and then they've taken my blood sugars a few times because apparently steroids can muck that up. Took my bloods when I first arrived, and yeah, so they've kept an eye on me, but everything's been fine. So it does just feel really crazy being there. And then the poor lady beside me has got lung drains in her that she got done just after I arrived. So I can hear she is in huge amounts of pain. And if I was in that much pain, I would want to have my own room to whimper in, because she's trying to be brave because she's in a room with other people, and it's just not nice. And then the other lady across the road ended up in a funny position, and the night nurse at midnight just goes clumping in. It's really really squeaky shoes, and she's just walk, talking to people at the top of her voice. Left the door open because the other lady, the other nurse, shut the door and everything. And then even when she left the door wide open, so I had to get up and shut it, so that, because we're right next to the nurses station. So yeah, I had all the light coming in from that, and then the nurses' voices. And yeah, so like she did me last, so I had just woken up because my port was hurting, because it is in a little bit of an awkward position when you are sleeping. I haven't slept with an arm port before, so anyway, it's a lot easier than accessing it again. So yeah, I had just woken up. Oh yeah, and snoring. There was lots of snoring, so it took me a while to get to sleep. And then I woke up because I was a little bit sore with the arm port, and then there was snoring, so I was finding it hard to get back to sleep. And then this big noisy nurse comes in, and she did everybody else and then me. So I heard everything that was going on. Yep, I did get to sleep, and I did get some deep sleep, but then they woke me up at a bit past 5 for blood tests, and then I couldn't get back to sleep because I'm one of these people that once you wake me up, I find it really hard to get back to sleep. So it wasn't a pleasant night. I am really, really hoping that if I have to get this done, which is rather inevitable, if I have to get it done, then I can just do it in the day surgery. Dr. Coward said that the nurse unit manager on the day on the oncology ward is like, as in, yeah, for day patients has been really painful at the moment, so that's a pest. But it would be much better to just receive the treatment, go over to a hotel, have a good night's sleep, be able to do all my stuff, because I'm quite enjoying, like, I was doing my embroidery last night, and I've been listening to a book, I've been reading a book, I've got my computer there to do some photos. So I'm quite enjoying, like, I've got lots of stuff to do. And then this morning, because I just did not want to be in that room, and because I'm well, as soon as I got my stuff done, I got out and I've walked over to Brisbane. I did a little search for things to do because I feel like I do the same thing all the time. So I found what looked in the photos to be a really nice little bookstore, but in fact it was just a secondhand bookstore, and it was actually pretty ratty. So it was kind of nice to wander through it, but I didn't buy anything. I almost bought Uncle Tom's Cabin. There was a nice, really lovely book of it, and it was quite small. And even though it was really cute and I was tempted, I thought, I haven't read it before and I've been hearing about it. I thought that's a classic I think I'd like to read. but I thought, yeah, my eyes are getting old, so I'll get something with a bit bigger font, even though it was a very pretty book. So yeah, I had a wander in there, and then I ended up just getting it over to the Queen Street Mall. And once I'm in the Queen Street Mall, I just seem to do everything I normally do. I got these earrings 50% off, but I bought my lemon earrings from that same place. There's a pineapple dress in there. I would have loved to buy that, but I thought, no, I don't really need to buy that. Went down to Thymic, had remarkable self-control, didn't buy anything there. Yeah, and then I've just got my precious little no-dough donut. So that is really delicious. So I'm looking forward to finding something to eat, to drink with that. I don't know, there's actually people over there, I just realized. But then I thought I need to tell you the worst part of all of the shared room was this morning. I was eating breakfast and I'm actually right opposite the toilets, and they had to help an old lady to the toilet, and I don't know why, because I've stayed in the twin share rooms in the Mater Private before. I've stayed in the single room, and I've stayed in the 4-berth room. And in the twin and the singles, the bathroom is really large, but in the 4-1 it is not, and so it's not large enough for the nurses to get in. When I went to edit, I discovered that that story had mysteriously chopped off, but I was just noting the unpleasantness of that stay. Is just the poor lady, like the nurses couldn't fit into the toilet to help her, so the door had to remain open until she was, you know, they'd shut it, like while they put her on and everything, and then they'd shut it and then they open it. But it just wasn't very private. And yeah, I just felt so sorry for the lady. And I heard her talking to someone later saying, oh, you know, the lady there was watching me. I was like, I wasn't watching you, I was trying to do everything. But you don't know whether to just get up and rip the curtain shut, whether that would make them feel uncomfortable, or whether just to pretend that I wasn't seeing it. Should have just ripped the curtain shut, I think. But there was one time where I was going to, and then I was all hooked up to the IV on the other side of the bed, and it just wasn't easy to do. So yeah, that was just one unpleasant thing. And I noticed it last time that, yeah, they should do something about the bathroom in their 4-bedroom share. The last thing that I'm going to do before going back to the hospital is drop into Woolworths. There's a little Woolworths Metro near the train station, and going to get water. Whoops, there's a lot of water there on the ground. I could have stepped in, because I'm a bit snobby and like good quality water. I did make a few little purchases while I was out. This is one, a needle threader. So here's Rosie coming along well. Actually found out that I should have done a different stitch for her cheeks, but I think it looks okay. Okay, so in the end, I'm just in the hospital room. I've got my donut, which does not, oh no, hang on. Okay, so in the end, I'm just back in my hospital room. I've got some hot water set up. Oh no, they didn't send me up milk. Oh, that's sad. I always have milk. I'll just have to have it without milk though. Yes, I've bought my favourite tea bag from home, French Earl Grey. Tea Tonic's my favourite tea bag brand. And I have been stitching. And this morning when I was out and about, I bought a packet of needle threaders, and they just cleared away an old tray. Almost lost this because I had it on the tray, and I had to go running out and go, have I left a needle thingy? So that's fine, I'm still gonna do that. And my no-dough donut, I accidentally put it in, yeah, I've dropped the caramel everywhere because while I was getting the water, I put it in the bag and I went sideways and tipped it over, which I was a bit worried about doing it. Anyway, it will taste fine anyway, and I am totally going to get my finger out and scrape the bottom there. So, time for a little hospital tea party. Hello. Yeah, just my
journey.
Yeah, the journey called Caitlin's Cancer Chronicles. So it's just my perspective on what it's like, especially with being a mum. I've vlogged for a little while, but I changed channels because I had triplets, so I had.
You've got it all going on.
Yeah, like I did them when I was young, well, more a vlog, and had a little vlog, but then the vlog was getting confused with the search engine, so then I changed, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
To this.
So how old are your triplets?
They're 13 now. Yeah.
What have you got?
Well, I've got 2 boys and a girl in a triplet combo, which gives me a grand total of 4 boys and a girl.
Oh, at least you got 1 girl.
Yeah.
My mum would be
My last one out. Yeah, sometimes I'm sad for her that she doesn't have a sister, but only girl.
Yeah, I have 2 older brothers.
Yeah.
So mum's like, let's go shopping. Like fancy clothes.
Yeah, the boys sometimes are like, Emma gets all this stuff, and I'm like, but our house is full of boy stuff. We just don't have any girl stuff.
No,
And
you buy a share.
And yeah, it's easy for me to buy girl stuff.
Oh, yeah.
There's boy stuff. Although I have to admit, when the boys were younger, buying toys for them was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Boys' toys are really fun, but then they get to a certain age where they want really specific things, but it's really hard.
Yeah.
Like if you give them money,
Yeah.
that like it'd be really specific, like tech kind
Yeah.
of things.
And it's
that-
all expensive stuff. Like, it's
yeah,
not
that's
like
right.
Like it's like $3,000. We're like,
Yeah.
that's not a problem.
Yeah, whereas like I was out, I walked into Cubic, like the Queen Street Mall today, and went into Day Zero, and next thing I've got little pieces of, I'm like, oh, Amy will like doing origami.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't pick up $3.30 things like that.
No, you don't. I'll leave you with it. Give us your link in here.
Thank you, bye. I found some. I should be out today. I've got my port out that I've had the last several nights. I'm just waiting to see my doctor. I could have gone out walking again, but he said he would come and see me. So I've done that. You can hear that it's noisy in here. Yeah, and I am still working on Rosie the rabbit. She's coming along nicely. I thought I might finish her today, but I don't think I will. So yeah, and I kind of have been keeping myself busy. I've got an audiobook that I'm listening to while I do that, but I've also got the audiobook I'm listening to is Matt Haig's The Life Impossible, and I'm also reading The Women. I can't remember who that's by, but it's some nurses in Vietnam. It's a really great book. And yeah, I kind of want to stop and do that too. And I brought my computer to do my photos, and I haven't even touched that. I kind of feel like I should get it out just so that I've used my computer after carting it here. But I've got all these other things I want to do. So yeah, so can quite happily stay in the hospital being busy, but it's just noisy. On the way home finally with the nieces who have been at Bible college. So, how long did you have to wait in the car park?
I'd say about 45. Yeah, 40.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It's not my fault though, it's Dr. Coward's. I finished at probably around 11 today, and I was going to go down to him, and the nurses were like, we'll just ring him. And then they said, no, he said he'll be up before 3, so just wait here. And then at 2:30 I was like, I want to go home at 3, and he said, I'm 10 minutes away. And he arrived at, what time did you pick me up? 4:30? It was 4:30. Yeah, so at 4:30 he arrived, which was not 10 minutes later, for those who aren't good at maths. Corinne's filling up, leaving us with the pressure of whether she wants an ice cream or a drink. Emily's making that decision.
And I don't like the pressure.
Yeah. Very demure, you've got a small.
Well, yeah, try and keep it healthy. It's very healthy. I'm
Saving.
actually gaining health because I didn't choose.
I'm just keeping the camera rolling at this stage, Emily.
It's girl
I've got
math.
nothing to say.
It's girl math, but in eating.
And you've also done maths on the straws.
Yeah.
Stupid
Got,
paper straws.
4 straws because one will always fail.
Such a bad day when they outlawed plastic straws. Oh, here's mine. Think.
And you just have like a little sunset.
Yeah.
Calm water.
We're on the way home.
So that we can test it for you and you can have a look.
Well, I did get home, and funnily enough, I had forgotten until somebody messaged me during the day that it was book club night. I thought about cancelling it because I hadn't had very much sleep, but in the end I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't because I had a lovely night with the girls, and my family were happy to see me and then happy to do their thing, and yeah, so had book club, and yeah, still haven't been getting enough sleep, but at least it's not that broken up sleep by other people. But I keep on waking up, and yeah, that's why I'm probably looking a bit tired, and obviously I'm still on steroids, so I'm feeling very chubby. But anyway, always appreciate the love from you guys. Give me a thumbs up, let me get my spirits up. If you're not subscribed, that really gives me a pep in my step when I get a new subscriber. I don't know what is so exciting about it, but I just love it, you guys. So yeah, thank you guys for following along. It means so much to me. Okay, I'll see you when I update you in the next chronicle. Bye.